So it's back to Salzwiesen Park for us today because today is Waterfowl Day. We're gonna go out and try to do some permanent setups and just see how we can do for specifically the new species, but really all species of ducks and maybe even a little bit of geese. So we actually did a little bit of practicing beforehand at the clay and skeet range, and I'll just let you kind of see how that went. Double skeet is really difficult, but it's legitimately addicting trying to get better at it, and eventually I did end up getting two in the same set, so maybe getting a little bit of somewhere. But anyway, we've got our loadout of a shotgun and the 22, plus tents to set everything up, and we're gonna go see what we can find today. So, always a good sign. Got a GoldenEye feed zone just out here. Now, in order to carry everything, with the 22 pistol, I'm not sure if we can just easily get one of these off the water. We're gonna try before we set stuff up. I can't believe we just got that holdover right. Anyway, what I was looking for was something like this. A bunch of deep water, so a high percentage of the birds that we shoot out here are just going to float over. So we'll try a setup in this location. And I mean, we've already killed a bird before we did it, so that's pretty good. And we couldn't even finish setting up before we've got a flock of GoldenEye coming down here. So we're just going to scoot into this blind, take a quick look. I actually wanted to, at least to some degree, try to shoot birds out of the air today to take a look at the new landing mechanic, but not a thing here when we're not quite ready for it. They are alert in there, so maybe we'll pop that Drake and, oh, did we get a double there? I don't see a second bird, but something looked like there were two things there. Maybe it's just the one falling down. Either way, got him just before he took off. So two little GoldenEyes, and especially with so many waterfowl species on this map and the ability to set up like this, I'm definitely hoping as we shoot more and more whatever they are, GoldenEye, Widgeon, Tufted Duck, and obviously the new species, as we have Farragonous ducks coming in now, maybe we can get a couple more rares and diamonds for our lodge. They're gonna land already. That looked pretty good. Clip the second one. Was that even the Drake that I wanted? Not really sure. That's a poke. Oh, no way. That was a heck of a poke, but somehow we got that one too. Can't really tell if that's a Drake or not. So one thing that, at least so far I'm noticing, this particular spot, bad spot to lay down. This particular spot does not seem to have gadwall, at least not yet. So there's a red brown. Hit him actually in the head as he was landing. That is so much easier to hit though, because it used to be so steep and so fast. You had to put an insane lead on them, even if they were landing at like 10 meters, just to actually get them as they were trying to land. That felt way more doable. And I mean, we can't even claim our ducks. We've got more Farragonous ducks coming in. Bunch of Drakes in this flock as well. This guy's almost here. I'm not so sure this is going to go well, but we're just going to scoot out here real quick. Try to grab this without taking down decoys. Okay, that was a female. Dark brown plumage type. We'll make a scoot back to the blind here. I think we might get away with this. The only thing is, can we continue what we were doing of shooting them out of the air, because they're starting to land. I at least want to get a Drake, so we got that one spotted. That is way better. Unfortunately got on a hen there. We actually hit it, so we'll take that. No way we're hitting that one again. And if we had radar up to the expert dog, it'd be really nice to use the retrieving feature. I might go and get Shadow and have her try to retrieve that. It's gonna get pretty far. But we'll grab our Drake here, another red brown. I didn't notice the white as much on the ones that we got before. I like that a lot. Just a really nice looking duck. Sounds like there's GoldenEye coming in now, or at least one random duck flying by. There they are. Those are just flying over. Well, never in my life have I spent so much time trying to find a common hen, but we can take a look at the expert dog feature here. We've given the tracking ability to our retriever Shadow, and I did find the blood from this thing, so we're just gonna let her go ahead. And by the way, she now has tracker skills, so when you use the expert dog feature, your dog doesn't immediately become a max level bloodhound or pointer or whatever else you do. It starts at level 1 as well, and will gain XP with that job. So I really like that. You actually have to train your dog in both things. What do you mean harvest found? I kind of wondered if that was buggy, because that's what the trail looks like. Can you retrieve it then? Because I sure don't see it. I mean, maybe, but in theory, if she was standing on it, that can't be good. So in the meantime, got a black grouse just flying by. That shot's gonna do a little bit better. I don't know how Shadow got back here, but yeah, I don't know what the deal with that one is. I'm not sure if it's maybe fell through the ground or why she can't find it, but she was able to track it down. It was kind of cool to see the retriever do that. I also thought she moved faster than bloodhounds, but anyway, as I said, way too much time spent on that. We're gonna go up here where we killed our diamond Ferriganus duck, try to do another setup, and hopefully one where Gadwall will come in. So first flock of Gadwall with the new spot here. They're gonna want to try to land from over there. I kind of thought he might attempt to land. Now that's a hen. Well, that got a little close range, and we missed both times. Doing some evasive maneuvers there. We hit him once. We've already seen they can kind of get away, so 2 hits on that. He's still going though, and this time I'm just gonna watch and see where he ends up. That didn't exactly go to plan, but good to know this spot's gonna work. And maybe a chance of redemption. See if we can maybe shoot a little bit better. That's what we wanted to do. There's a bunch of ducks landed out here too, so I don't know which to go for. We really gotta get better at picking 2 targets. But the funny thing is that first Gadwall actually circled back and fell in this water here. So there's a gray gold. Actually not sure which was which. This one out here is another Eclipse. And we've seen, by the way, Eclipse seems to just be uncommon. That was the one we just got at 20 meters. So the first one was the longer range shot. And there are Widgeon, Eurasian Teal, and it appears Ferriganus ducks here too. This might be a better spot. Got some mallards going by, but we'll probably avoid decoys just so we don't have those coming down right now. So we've got 2 Gadwall Drakes. That back one's pretty big, up to 1025. See if we can do this. There's that one. Just didn't quite get on target well enough. We can get this. Both hits are going to drop him. Still not exactly ideal. Maybe a gun with a higher capacity would be better, but this being the new shotgun, I want to make use of that. And that time we actually got both Drakes out of the flock. So another Eclipse. Obviously, those are becoming less and less rare the more we hunt them. The other one must have been out there far enough. He's not back yet. And I think that was the bigger one. That's the gray variant, just a 937. So a ways from diamond. Actually had intestine and then a bunch of pellets at 64 meters. That went a little bit better. That sounded to me like Gadwall somewhere. Maybe those over there? They're not broken for the flock yet, but maybe they will if we hit the color. That's a really big one there. That's the first time I've seen that estimate, 0 to 1 kilo, which is probably a good sign. And where the heck did he go? That's the one that I want to make sure we get. That one's, oh my goodness, there's ducks flying everywhere right now. Where the heck? That's kind of bad. So we have our blind set up too close here. And they spook. Is that him? No. That's not him. Is he actually going to get away? Because I completely lost track of him. I don't even remember the estimate anymore. I think that's the one. Everything else is landing, so he's probably about to. We're going to see if we can get him out of the air. So he's the one all the way in the back. Of course, he's going to land the furthest away. Oh, that... I don't know how we missed the first shot. We winged him there? Oh, boy. I hope this doesn't turn into that Ferriganus duck hen from earlier. He's not even dropping yet. I mean, we can... No way. What is the deal with the 22 pistol? Maybe we should just be using that. Retriever can probably help us with that more than us going over there. I wanted to move on, so finally we can actually do that. And just like that, our biggest Gadwall thus far, a 998, so still 50 plus shy of diamond. 1 pellet at 65 meters, and then somehow we lung shot it at 170. It was with our first or second shot with the 22 pistol, but anyway, we'll thank Shadow for helping us out there. And since we have the treats, we'll just go ahead and do that. And I think we're going to try to find one more spot. And again, the focus still is going to be with Gadwall, so we've got one set up here, one down here, and both of those work pretty good. Maybe we should just go to the northern end of this half of the map. I mean, should have potential. Got some Gadwall down here in a zone. Wonder if we can pull this off again with the 22. The holdover shouldn't be nearly as much. 2 for 2 on that, plus 1 in the air. I think we need to carry this thing more often for our bird hunts. But there's actually... Are those Ferriganus ducks out there? They didn't spook from the shot. I think they spooked from us running down here. But anyway, we'll set up. Now, it's kind of an atypical wind. Typically, the wind's kind of blowing more towards the south. And I like the setup for that because the birds land into the wind. So we may, when we get everything set up, just kind of change the time. And I think we'll plan on that. But little gray silver there. By the way, most of the drakes we've shot have been gold. So that's kind of encouraging as far as trying to get gold rares anyway. Let's see what we can do for this. I'm not sure. Is this the same flock? Only a couple of gadwall coming in. And this is something, and maybe we can actually get all of these. With, I think, all bird species. You need to kill every member of the flock to actually end up getting respawns. There's other gadwall coming in, so maybe that's a full flock that all just landed here? That didn't exactly go to plan. I wanted to shoot some out of the air, but... Oh, that's a good one. Let's shoot that. And... I don't know, that's a drake there. Hit him. But as per usual, not super well. Hit him again. That'll probably bring him down. Slowly but surely. And, seems like in this area, there are gadwall, Ferriganus duck, and then we've got tufted duck and goldeneye decoys out here too. 966 for that guy, so a pretty decent one. And do we want to go over there? Do we try to get the retriever? I brought radar back out because we're actually getting fairly close to the maximum level for companion, and that on the trail trait is really, really useful for tracking specific species. So just him being here with us does actually help. So in total, it went 240 meters beyond where we last saw him. One pellet in the wing at 40. One pellet kind of in the wing at 90. Amazing we even hit it, and that probably did help. Radar is working his way over, but we're going to jump back to the blind. So I want to try to get kind of back on track here with actually shooting the birds out of the air. Now, being reloaded would have been good, but that drake's going to land kind of right at us. Oh, that just felt perfect. We must have barely missed. I'm not even, it's a hen, and I'm not going to do the same thing with the Ferriganus duck again. I really felt like we were patient with that, waited until we saw the flight path, and still missed. But another gold goldeneye, actually pretty decent one, 1144. And I think whatever it is, tufted ducks, goldeneye, Ferriganus ducks, or gadwall, we'll have one more flock come into our massive setup here, and hopefully we can do just a little better than that. So looking like it's going to be goldeneye once again. Got a drake out there, second from the front. I think they're going to want to land probably on this circle. Yeah, they're starting to come down, so let's see if we can do this. Just a level 1, but we'll take it. Got that guy as well. There's that hen. Got her. See if that's going to bring her down any kind of quickly. Yeah, that was a better shot than I thought it was. So it's still going to fly a decent distance. Actually, her circling is good. But 3 ducks on the last flock here. She went across that land, so she's going to not float all the way over to us. Nonetheless, I think, did we get 2 drakes here? This one should have been the first one. That is a 897 silver. By the way, those were tufted ducks that just called. Just gonna make sure there's nothing special. I don't think there is, so we'll just let them go. This was unfortunately also a hen. I guess technically that could have been an Eclipse drake, but it was not. And so unfortunately, no trophy gadwall today, but we've now got 3 really solid setups. Here, here, and here have all worked really well for us. Killed a number of gadwall at all of them. And we actually had a fair few at the first 2 spots. Here does seem to be a little bit less, and there's still ducks just all over the place. But the main takeaways for me today, the landing animation, that smoother landing, definitely helps. We did so much better shooting ducks out of the air, and I think that's more fun. I really don't like when we find some kind of rare duck or something, and it's down to, okay, get it to land so we can get it. Now we can actually duck hunt properly, and I really enjoyed that. So I think on that note, that's going to do it for this video. So as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.